doing another video for you on the proper use of clothing in the field. I know a lot of people, they talk about certain outdoors clothing lines and you need this, you need that. To be honest, what you got on hand is perfect enough for bushcraft and survival. Now, why I'm getting into this is the reason why I'm getting into this is because people are out there promoting certain lines of clothing, which is really unnecessary. Now, my thought in this is that, you know, for springtime setup, this is what I'm wearing now. This is my springtime shirt. This is you can buy this shirt at any any outdoor store. This is a insulated type of quick dry fishing t-shirt, and you can basically buy it at any outdoor store. Button up. You want a button-up shirt, you want a long-sleeve shirt, you can wear a t-shirt underneath it if you want, but in the summertime and springtime it gets warm, so you don't really need that setup. You want long sleeves because it protects your arms from triggers or you know, trigger insects. It also protects your arms from briars, thorny plants, stuff like that. It's 100% like polyester and nylon, so it'll dry easy. So if you fall in the water, you can take your shirt off and hang it up on a tree, and it'll dry it. You don't need any in particular type of shirt. As long as you can get it at an outdoor store for like 10, 15 bucks, it's good to go. Now in the winter, you want to wear an extra layer of another shirt underneath this, but you still want the long sleeve capability to protect your arms from fire and stuff like that, so you don't get third-degree burns. You want to wear a wool coat in fall, and then you move up from a wool coat to a thicker cotton, like a Carhartt or Dickies type of coat, something that has a denim material or canvas material to it. You don't need to buy some special bushcraft coat and frock and liner. It's unnecessary. Then you want to get really thin-insulated gloves that have a high content of thin-insulated nylon in them, so it protects your fingers from frostbite. But in the spring, this is plenty good for spring camping or outdoor survival. The second thing, which I'm going to touch on, is your pants. Now, this is my springtime pants. This basic, you know, pair of blue jeans. Now, blue jeans have a multiple use, being 100% cotton. You can take little strips of it out. If you're in a dire survival situation, you can cut little strips out and fray it out to make fire tender. You can scrape with your knife off of your blue jean pants, cotton pants, a small little lint ball, or dig in your pocket to grab a lint ball out of your pocket. Like so, you get a little bit of lint, you put it together, it makes a nice little fire ignition source. You can also use your pants as a, if you get a big rip in them, you can cut little pieces of it out and put it in a small Altoids tin to make charred cloth in a dire situation. These are well insulated, they're made out of cotton. You could put beeswax on them to waterproof them if you need to in the field. So you have a waterproof pair of pants. You can do that with canvas, so-called survival bushcraft pants as well, but you can do it with this as well. It has nice deep pockets to carry stuff in. That's all you need. You don't need no woodland polyester camouflage military pants. These are probably going to be a lot better and hold up a lot longer. It also gives you a zipper. I know a zipper, so it's easy to unzip and use the restroom if you need to. It'll also give you an easy access to your bits. Instead of you know, woodland camouflage pants, you have to unbutton them. And in an emergency situation, you got to take a leak. You don't want to have to be stuck unbuttoning your pants. In winter, you could add an extra layer underneath these pants with long johns to give you an added layer of protection on your legs. And springtime, these are the boots that I wear. They have a really good traction on them, like this. Really cheap pair of boots. These are like work boots. You don't need much, but what you need is a lot of ankle support. You don't want to wear those little hiking shoes from Columbia, especially when you're in the mountains. You want something that's going to protect your ankle while you're walking and give you a good secure step. That way you don't twist your ankle or become injured in the field. Now, in winter, you want to use a thin-insulated type of boot. There's other companies that make them. Timberland. You could buy high-end military boots that have like 15,000 count of thin-insulate in them for wintertime. Those are a must if you're going to be in the winter operating in the field. And thick wool socks. Right now, I'm wearing cotton socks just for springtime. You can get away with that, but you want to, in your kit, you want to take an extra pair of wool socks with you in the field so you have an added layer of protection on your feet to keep you warm. But for springtime, this setup is great. These type of pants are so thick, they protect your legs from briars, from hitchhikers, from, you know, all the little thorny type of plants that like to rip your legs to pieces. I see a lot of people going out in the field with shorts on. That is a big no-no, especially if you're in the mountains or you're operating in a jungleless environment. You want to protect your legs from bugs. You want to protect your legs from thorny type of plants. Boots are a must. I would not wear a pair of hiking shoes. They just don't work. Hiking shoes are good for around the yard, doing yard work, but you need a good thick pair of leathery boots, work boots, any type of boot you can get your hands on that has great ankle support and a good boot string. This is not really good boot string. I'd recommend take these off and then put like a really thick nylon boot string on there so you can use it as a bow drill, or you can set up a shelter on the fly if you need to. Everything on me is I could utilize in the field for security and for survival. So this gives you a range of options of clothing in the field to keep you alive, warm, and alive so you don't die from hypothermia. I like this video on my springtime wardrobe, what I like to wear. These clothes are also very dark, so it gives you some kind of, it breaks up your signature in the woods as well, like dark grays and blues. They used dark grays and blues during the Civil War as a type of camouflage. On both sides, the Union and Federal forces used these colors, and they did work to break up the human silhouette from a distance. So keep that in mind. You don't need to buy a bunch of fancy camouflage surplus gear and stuff like that for survival. What you got on hand is plenty good enough for survival. It'll keep you warm. It'll keep you alive in the field. You don't need to buy fancy outdoors equipment or clothing to stay alive in the field. Well, folks, I hope you like this video on what I like to wear in the field in the spring and some ideas of stuff you could wear in the winter time to keep you alive, either camping or just out evading, escaping and evading. These are easy to dry. You don't want to wear a coat too much in the winter. If you're out working really hard, you take your coat off and leave your shirt on so you don't sweat. And if you start to sweat, stop doing what you're doing. Take your clothes off, get a fire going, and let them dry, and stick your clothes back on so you don't die from hypothermia. Well, folks, I hope you like this video on some clothing, what I like to wear, what you can readily find in your own closet to wear for survival or camping or whatever. What you got on hand is what's going to work for you folks. Well, folks, I hope you like these tips and tricks on what to wear and what not to wear in the field. Do not wear shorts. Shorts are a big no-no, especially if you're camping or you're in a survival mode. Don't wear shorts. Okay, folks, I hope you like this video on clothing, outdoors clothing. You can get pants anywhere. You can go to Goodwill and buy a bunch of cheap pants for $5 a piece. Blue jeans. There's multiple uses for blue jeans in the field. It's a great survival pair of pants that has been used for over 150 years in the field with outdoorsmen for years. It works great. The shirt is a quick dry shirt, so if you fall in the water or something in the winter, you can take it off and dry it out, get a fire going, get yourself warm, and throw your dry clothes back on, and you're good to go. Well, folks, I hope you like this video. Please hit the like and subscribe on this vlog, survival vlog, and y'all know what you can do. You put God first, you put you first every time, and you know what else you do? God loves it, so does Hondo. Peace out, YouTube.
Yeah.